Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city wavy. From Cumberland lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Trail. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, they ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's roll. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city wavy. From Cumberland lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination.
Hey, man, I got a couple questions, man. I got a couple questions. That's what I'm saying. That's my question. Where are the tapes? Where are the tapes? If Shedeur so-called had a bad interview, I need to see the tapes or the audio or something. And then my next question is, if Shedeur didn't catch the errors in the playbook, did Jackson Dart catch the errors in the playbook? Because that's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. I need to know if Jackson Dart got the same playbook Shedeur got, because I can't find it nowhere. I've been looking. Y'all see all these tabs open? You see all these tabs open? Bro, I've been searching. If Shedeur didn't catch the errors in the playbook? Did Jackson Dart catch the errors in the playbook? That's what I need to know. Or did he even get a playbook? Because what I don't like is, how is this possible? How is this possible after the pre-draft interview or during the pre-draft interview, Shedeur get mad at the head coach? We ain't never seen this guy get mad even when he got a prank call with the cameras in an interview. All this trolling going on. He ain't responded not one time, and I ain't never seen him respond to any other trolls. Not publicly, as on social media, or in an interview. Besides, people gonna hate. Now, you mean to tell me all of a sudden, he getting a private interview with a NFL team where he trying to go. His dream is to play in the NFL. And you gonna tell me he get mad at the coach because the coach say he wasn't prepared because he didn't see the errors in the playbook? First of all, I got a problem with that. If you trying to interview me and you want me on your squad, you want me as your quarterback, why are you trying to trick me? I don't like when people do that, bro. Don't try to trick me. Don't try to trick me and then, oh, you didn't see that error. Oh, this, that. No. If you really wanted me, you was going to take me and, hey, look, did the playbook? I want to see how you draw this up or what's your reads or something like that. You don't put errors in the playbook to try to trick somebody to see if they catch them. No, bro. Then we don't even know how long he had the playbook. We don't know how long he had the playbook. We don't know what the playbook extensive was, how many plays it was. We don't know none of that. He could have gave it to him right before he walked in the room. We don't know. Or he could have gave it to him while he was sitting there in the room, talking about he didn't come prepared. Like, come on, bro. Who does that? Who does that? But ain't nowhere on the internet, ain't nowhere I see Jackson Dart. Ain't nobody talking about his draft interview with the Giants. And did he do the opposite? Did he come up and see the errors in the playbook? I don't see that nowhere on the internet. Ain't nobody talking about none of that. Ain't nobody talking about Jackson Dart aced the Giants interview. He caught all the errors Shedeur didn't. I don't see none of that nowhere. But we just so convinced that Shedeur he wasn't prepared because everybody emotionally attached, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. And his manager right here, man, we're going to take a look at all these clips right here, bro. Because he gives some real insight that ain't nobody looking at, bro. Ain't nobody sharing this like this. They don't want to share this, some positive stuff. They don't want to share none of that, bro. They don't want to share none of that. And everybody know the rookie minicamp tomorrow. They already in Cleveland. They already done seen the locker room, got fitted for their stud, the helmet, shoe, cleats, all that. You don't see Shedeur on there. All you see him walking in, looking at the field, looking at the locker room. You don't see him trying on no helmet, none of that. And I don't want to hear none of that, bro. This guy will give insight. His manager give insights about the number, about the everything, the interviews, everything. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Let me see what Jackson Dart draft interview was with the Giants since they picked him. I want to see that. Show me the clips of that. Show me the audio. If he aced it, that's what I want to see. But don't tell me Shedeur didn't, and it ain't no proof, but hearsay from an anonymous scout. I need to see Jackson Dart go through that playbook and pick out them errors. Because ain't nowhere in the world you going to tell me he had a poor draft interview and they still scheduled another workout and came to the showcase. Ain't nowhere in the world you going to tell me. See, people ain't even putting two to two together. Y'all just see one thing, so you so emotionally attached. You don't even want to listen to the rest of it. You don't even want to see that it don't make no sense. You don't even want to see it. Like, man, come on now. No, they ain't gonna. It ain't no tapes because it didn't go bad. It ain't nothing to put out because it didn't go bad. We going off some anonymous. We don't even know if that person a real NFL scout. Just because you heard it from 2 people that was in the room. Like, no, I need to see a tape. I need to hear some audio. Because clearly, they have audio and tapes. Jamar Gibbs, his Detroit Lions draft interview, is on there. I done seen the clip.
Is he open to whatever, or does he coming in here to win the job?
He's coming in with the mentality, I'm going to win the job. That's why he got here early. But he's open to whatever. And for me, being a mentor and being here, it's always my job to keep him where I understand, like, look, I understand what you might think, but this is also what may happen. I have to prepare you for the worst. And you might go in there and it might not be that, which I hope it's not. But I have to mentally prepare you to say, you're about to go through the fire, but you're going to be okay. Yeah. So for him, he prepares every day as I'm going to be a starter. But he knows and understands that where he's starting at, but it's not about where you start, it's where you finish.
But no, he don't understand that. That's what people saying. Chris Carter, that's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, y'all got to tell Coach Stavinsky happy birthday. Y'all supposed to bring a cake to practice. I ain't walking out there. I can't go out there yet.
This Shedeur talking about the jersey number, not getting number 2.
That's me tweeting from a fan perspective, not.
What happened with this jersey thing yesterday? Will you clear up this post or whatever? What was going on with that?
First of all, that's me tweeting from a fan perspective, not as an agent or a manager or.
What did you tweet?
I tweeted, like, man, come on, Cleveland Browns. In so many words, he's built a brand around this. So
exactly.
For me, it wasn't calling out the Cleveland Browns. Like, who am I to the Cleveland Browns? They don't know who I am. Yeah. Like, it was more so me saying, I've already prepped him for this.
So then why'd you take it down?
Because I think in the internet, they misconstrue everything on purpose.
Right.
And for me, I didn't come in to ruffle feathers or it's more so me saying, this is a young fella. I've already told you this was going to happen, but you are who you are. Let me motivate you to go do what you do and make whatever number they give you legendary. And at the end of the day, I'm picking up about something that he don't even care about. Because when I asked him, like, man, how you feel about it? Like, man, give me number 99.
Yeah.
I always want to play ball.
What happened
That's what I'm saying. Like I told y'all, it wasn't about the number for Shedeur, bro. He probably didn't even pursue the number 2 from dude. But you know the fans want to see him rock number 2 because that's our number he always done wore. And you know what I'm saying? But dude, they got it. Hey, he want it. There it is right now, man. But I don't see nothing wrong with 12. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna rock the jersey. And then if dude get cut, hey, he might end up getting number 2 anyway. Shedeur might end up getting number 2 anyway. Cause dude, like I did the contract too, bro. He on a 1-year contract, 1-year deal, like $2 million, and they only on the dead cap for like $700,000. So his contract basically probably all incentives, just like Joe Flacco contract. So Cleveland ain't even losing nothing to be for real money wise. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Show me the tapes of Jackson Dart. Show me the tapes of Jackson Dart, bro. That's what I want to know.
This is what I do. This is not about money with him.
Right.
Like, he wants the opportunity to go to show that this is what I do, this is what I love.
Yeah.
And when I come into a situation, I just want to have a fair shake at this thing, man. Like, so I get the scrutiny, I get all that comes with it, but I don't respond to it. Yeah. And everybody's saying like he's responding. He hasn't said a word.
No.
He's just going out about his daily life doing the right things that he's always done. This is not about money.
That would make it hard to believe. For me, my opinion now, it make it hard for me to believe that he got mad at the New York Giants head coach for calling him out. If that was how it went. Because ain't no way, bro. I don't see nothing about Jackson Dart doing the same thing, having the same playbook, and finding the errors. I don't see nothing about that. They don't talk about nothing about Jackson Dart, Giants interview, and him getting picked, and the reason why the Giants picked him. I don't hear none of that. But Shedeur getting scrutinized, and it was put out by an anonymous scout, which we don't even know if it's a real scout. Like, no. But anyway, like I'm saying, bro, Shedeur ain't never responded to nobody, bro. He ain't never responded to the only person I seen him respond to was the quarterback for Colorado State. Because the quarterback for Colorado State was talking all that trash before the game, and Colorado went out there and beat them. And after the game, he went to shake his hand, and Shedeur like, nah, you the same one that was talking. You the same one that talk. That's the only time we done seen Shedeur actually retaliate or respond to somebody that was talking to him all crazy and stuff. We ain't never seen him do none of that in the media, on social media, in person. The camera been in his face. And we ain't seen him, even the prank call, bro. You can't tell me he was in there and he got mad at the Giants head coach. No, bro. I'm not believing none of that unless you give me a tape.
And is the things that have been said about the way he handled the pre-draft process fair or not?
I think it's unfair because I think they're only telling one side of it.
Allegedly, the Giants gave him some thing to look at and he didn't look at it or whatever. I don't know. You saw what people were saying.
I do know that they say Coach Dabo has a thing for putting things just wrong just to try to trip you up. And whatever happened with that, I'm not sure because I wasn't in there.
Okay.
But I do know that the side they're not telling is that they still scheduled a private workout with him leading up to the draft, and they came back to Boulder. And I know he absolutely murdered the board work, killed it. No matter what they tried to own it. Went out there on the field that same day, no incompletion.
Right.
Threw it, and then word is he's the best quarterback in this draft, but some people might be scared of him.
And is the
Hey, man, that's saying it all right there. Now, who you want to believe? You want to believe the manager that be with him 24/7 beside the interview, but the Giants scheduled another private workout? He killed the board work? But we get another anonymous scout saying that he wasn't prepared and he got pissed at the head coach. But we ain't never seen this dude mad, bro. We ain't never seen Shedeur mad. You can't tell me it was true. Exactly, bro. Clad act when Dion done told him, bro. Look, I don't know all y'all in here what color you is, or what ethnicity or whatever, you big word, country folk. But as a black man, and you know that's your dream, you're not going in there trying to prove somebody wrong as far as, like, I know more than you, and you the head coach of the team. Like, I'm not going in there saying that, you know what I'm saying? So that's hard for me to believe that Shedeur even did that, bro. Like, he came in there unprepared. His mentor is Tom Brady. He talked to Michael Vick. Like, bro, you ain't gonna tell me this boy didn't come prepared for an interview from an NFL team where he trying to go. And then you say he got mad? Come on, bro. Bro, we ain't seen this dude get mad not one time. You seen it. He got a prank call on the day, the second day of the draft after he fell out the first round. He got a prank call and wasn't even mad. So all of a sudden, he mad in a draft interview? No, bro, get out of here, man. Get out of here. You got to tell both sides. And the side I really want to know, where is Jackson Dart NFL draft interview for the Giants? Did he get that same playbook with them same errors? Now, that's what I don't like that, bro. I really don't like that. Like, why would you try to trick somebody? I don't like that, bro. Because it's a reason why you picking number 3. So you tricking your own team. You tricking your own players. Because they don't know the plays. What you talking about? Exactly, man. The only time we seen Shedeur get mad was after the Colorado State game this past season. Because that quarterback for Colorado State was talking all that trash, and he confronted them. Bro, we ain't seen Shedeur get mad at nobody, and especially our NFL head coach of a team that he trying to go to. No. It's a reason why the Giants picking number 3, and you up here trying to trick players with the playbook. No, you tricking your own team with your own playbook because they don't know nothing. That's why you can't stop nobody. That's why you picking number 3. Because you tricking your own team. You ain't tricking Shedeur. Let me see Jackson Dart get tricked. Let me see how many he got right. If it were errors in there, show me how many Jackson Dart got right since y'all drafted him. That's what I want to know, but you can't find nothing, bro. Look, Jackson Dart, Giants NFL draft interview. How Josh Allen process led to Jackson Dart. You don't see nothing about no, oh, he got the playbook right. He found all the errors in the playbook. You don't see nothing about that, bro. Like, you look, I typed it in on ChatGPT. I typed it in on Reddit. Come on, bro. Look at this. Oh, a Doug Carter combine interview. Giants life season premiere. Oh, we got tape of this? Look at this.
How you doing? Early bonus at door.
Get out of here, bro. Hey, look here.
I feel you.
You got tape of this, but you ain't got tape of Shedeur? Nah, bro. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. Ain't nowhere in the world you got tape of Doug Carter draft interview, but you ain't got none of Shedeur. Get out of here, bro.
What's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, buddy, how you doing? Early bonus at door. I feel you can play off the ball and on the edge. I can play it where y'all need. You're a good football player around. It's fun to watch.
Do you prefer playing one or the other?
Yeah, off that is definitely my money spot. That's where I feel like I'm at my best. I can impact the team the most. Just my pass rush ability. There's no way you could block me one-on-one, especially for a whole game.
Tell us a little bit, just kind of your pass rush mindset.
My mindset is I try to control every rush. Like, I'm attacking, I'm setting the pace, I'm setting the tone. I'm making react off of me. Wherever you get me, you got to counter for pretty much anything they give.
What do you like least about playing football?
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing I don't like about it.
What's your goal as a rookie?
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to get there. I ain't there yet, but once I do, I'll get my goals down.
That's being where your feet are.
Listen,
I like it.
Who was the leader of y'all's defense? But I feel like I was definitely a leader. Like when it's something that had to be said, where I feel like the team was bull, defense wasn't like living up to our standard, I stepped in.
Hey, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. I definitely don't want to hear nothing now. I ain't even know this. I just found this right here live. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me they recorded Doug Carter, but ain't record Shedeur. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I just found this. Ain't no way you gonna tell me that, bro. Look at this. They recorded the whole process. What Jackson Dart interview?
On a personal level, and then also he's what you're looking for on the field, and then he's also what you're looking for off the field.
Obviously, Dex is a leader, right? We talked about that. Do you remember who another dude that is not a front player? So the safety from Minnesota? Yes, Tyler Newman. Okay, if we just rush with 4, which is cool.
Hey, I need y'all to hit that like button, man. I'm debunking everything. Cause ain't nobody talking about this, bro. Ain't nobody talking about this. How in the world you just released this right here? They released it 12 hours ago today. You have video and audio of a Doug Carter draft interviews, but you won't have none of Shedeur? None? No. What Jackson Dart? That's what I want to see here.
Rushing with 5 is a preemie. Okay,
and when they release it, they better have that playbook on
get home. Okay. You can go in on a guard, right?
Yes, sir.
You've put it on tape. And now all you can ask for as a rusher is a what? What type of matchup? One-on-one. So now you, with the one-on-one, you got the premium. Go win. Okay? You obviously can win on the edge. You obviously can beat guards, and you can beat a center.
They not tricking him. They not tricking our Doug Carter.
So you have to learn all 5 spots. You good with that? Yeah, more if you want.
All right, cool.
I like it. You guys say what's up to the dude. What up, man? Well, how you doing? John Adrugio. I do. Nice to meet you. Mind after coaches, man.
They're not tricking him.
Blind. And let you go. Pen is yours, the floor is yours. First one, left. Do I like that new blind? What does this tackle have to do if you do this effectively and he's in here and you're behind and he's there? This tackle has to do what? I'll come back to that. You gotta make a decision, right? He can either stay on and that guy's free, or he can come off and that guy's free, right?
Hey, whatever they drawing up didn't work. That's all I'm gonna say. You picking number 3. Ain't none of this work. That's all I'm saying.
Right. So the main objective of these games is to create a 2-on-1 conflict for one of these O-line. Good luck, man. Enjoy Green Bay. Sir. Yeah.
Hey, the main thing is they have a camera in this draft process, and you telling me that Shedeur Sanders was not prepared and you gave him a playbook with messed up plays in it. When clearly Abdul Carter don't got no playbook, he writing it down and drawing it on the board as we going. Let me see the tape. Talking about it ain't no tape made public. They got a whole all access look. They recorded that, man. They don't want to put it out because it ain't true. Get out of here, man. Let me see Jackson Dart. Part 2 better be Jackson Dart.
It's exciting. You gotta work a lot of ass.
Incredible. That's only get the best out of it.
Hey, part 2 better be Jackson Dart. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. They got it. This was in February, bro. Ain't no way in the world they ain't got Shedeur. You can't tell me they ain't got it, bro. No. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Show me Jackson Dart. Show me that playbook. And he better get every last one of them right. All the ones that were messed up, Jackson Dart better got them right.
What is it about Dable's offense that you feel like fits well with you?
I just feel like I'm a scheme versatile player, who really has the athletic traits to do it all. I can make any throw across the field, and then I can run too. So I'm really excited to be in his system, and he puts his players in the best position to win. So
Bruh. Say that one more time, bro. Because you obviously don't know football. Defense got a playbook too, dummy. You gonna tell me defense don't got a playbook? I played defense, bro. I coach. Defense got a playbook. So tell me what went wrong on this play right here. You can do the same thing for defense. Say something stupid. Say something stupid again. Ain't no completely different position. If they were gonna trick Abdul Carter on the playbook, they would have did the same thing, bro. Get out of here. It's a playbook on both sides. Exactly, bro. He drew it up on the board. It wasn't no playbook. Why you tricking the player? Ain't no reason to trick the player. You want to know what he know. Don't trick him to see what he don't know. That's stupid, bro. I hate when people do that. Don't sit here and if I don't know, don't ask me a question and then somebody blurt out the wrong answer. And then everybody who don't know the wrong answer instead of the right answer. That don't make no sense, bro. Where Jackson Dart interview at? Obviously they recorded it. We saying a dude Carter. Draft process since February. Ain't nowhere in the world they ain't got Shedeur or Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart better be episode 2, part 2. That's all I'm saying. Cause I want to see that, bro. That's ridiculous, dude. You ain't about to tell me. I'm just gonna subscribe just cause I want to see it. And this dummy here talking about they two different positions. Bro, defense got a playbook too. You know, defense got a playbook too. If they were gonna trick Abdul Carter, they would have did it right then. They would have gave him a playbook to see what was wrong, bro. Come on now. It's some defensive schemes and concepts that's the same throughout the league, same throughout college. It's some schemes and defensive fronts and all that the same, bro. You can't tell me they didn't do that for him too. Like, where his playbook at? Where the plays messed up on his playbook? Cause he got a playbook too. He just ain't out there just running with his head cut off like a chicken. Come on, bro. Look, they drawing on the board, bro. They drawing on the board. He has no playbook. He got a notebook in front of him where he's writing down. Like, come on, bro. You see him write down. Look, he's writing down in the notebook. That ain't no playbook. No, they not completely different, bro. What I'm saying is, if they were going to trick him like they tricked Shedeur, they would have gave him a playbook. You going to tell me they completely different? No, they not, bro. I said there's some schemes and some fronts that on defense that are the same throughout college and the NFL. And they have different verbiage. You'll have a different verbiage for a certain play. So they might call a play Shedeur or Abdul Carter call one thing, the Giants might call it something else. But it's mean the same thing. Like, come on, bro. You got to know football, bro. If I call out red, it might mean cover 2. But in the Giants call out red, it might be called cover 1. It's the same thing. You can't tell me, bro. Blue, cover 2. Sky, cover 2. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing, bro. They got different verbiage. Same concept, but different verbiage. Some of the schemes and some of the fronts, a 4-4 front, a 42 front, a 3-3 front, a 3-5 front, a bad front. Like, all them the same, bro. A goal line front. Which you can't name it nothing else, bro. A 3-3 is a 3-man, 3 linebacker. 4-man front is a 4-down line front. You can't change it. You can't say nothing else. A bare front. You can't change it, bro. You can't tell me it's completely different. No. Because offense is the same way. A 9, a 1, a slant, a post, a fade. They don't change. The words don't change. On the scheme, the words don't change on the scheme. The verbiage do for the play call. No. Come on, bro. Exactly. Drop Shedeur interview. Right there, boy. Like I'm saying, drop Shedeur interview. I want to see Jackson Dart too, bro. I hope he do good. I hope Jackson Dart be a baller, bro. I ain't hating on none of these boys, because they made it. But I want to see it. You can't tell me one did a bad interview and don't show me when you out here recording Abdul Carter. No, bro. I want to see this. How they get him the game install, bro? Ain't no way in the world the Giants gonna give him exactly the plays they run on the field, bro. And they not gonna pick him. Get out of here, dude. You not getting what I'm saying. You not getting what I'm saying, bro. You not coming in there giving the player your playbook. We don't know how long he had the playbook. We don't know if they gave it to him the day before that, 3 days, or gave it to him when he first walked in the room. But ain't nowhere in the world you schedule another private workout and another meeting if he did all that. No. It's right here, bro.
The things that have been said about the way he handled the pre-draft process, fair or not?
I think it's unfair because I think they're only telling one side of it.
Allegedly, the Giants gave him some thing to look at, and he didn't look at it or whatever. I don't know. You saw what people were saying.
I do know that they say Coach Dabo has a thing for putting things just wrong just to try to trip you up. And whatever happened with that, I'm not sure because I wasn't in there.
Okay.
But I do know that the side they're not telling is that they still scheduled a private workout with him leading up to the draft, and they came back to Boulder. And I know he absolutely murdered the board work, killed it. No matter what they tried to own it. Went out there on the field that same day, no incompletion.
Right.
through the.
I want to see it. It might be the dude that leaked it. Mike D. Rice, whatever his name is. Oh, it come a time for a change. Right, he the one that probably the anonymous scout. Boy, y'all clueless, bro. This dude talking about quarterback, most important position. Yeah, like defense don't win championship. Like defense ain't got no playbook, bro. Defense probably harder than offense. Man, get out of here, bro. They're probably the dude. He probably the one that was the anonymous scout talking about worst interview ever. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta quit being emotional, bro. Give me the facts. Give me the facts. It's a reason why you picked number 3, bro. Oh, here we go. He ain't tricking him.
Let's play one more game. All right, turn around.
10 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah.
Turn. Toss. If you would have pointed the other way.
Nah, I need to see more than that.
Let's play one more game.
I need to see more than that. I might have to go live at 10. I was supposed to be going live tomorrow, but I might have to go live at 10 now. Just to see this. I ain't say that. What I'm saying is, if you don't want them, don't put out no information like that, bro. Because now all them other teams believe it, and we can see you got drafted in the 5th round. That's what I'm saying. If you don't want them, just say we don't want you. Don't put out something talking about the interview process was the worst, horrible. You ain't say that about nobody else, bro. Like, but I want to see the same. Did Jackson Dart go through the same process? And now, like I said, they better put out part 2 tomorrow with him. And this clip right here don't prove nothing. This is just one little clip. But that means they had a video camera in there with audio. So put that tape out. I want to see it for my own 2 eyes. What Shedeur did and didn't do. I want to see him get mad. Which I don't believe. That's what I'm saying, bro. You putting this out now. After it's all over. The Giants didn't even release none of this. If I were the Giants, bro, I wouldn't have released none of this. Because everybody going to be asking, where Shedeur video at? Now, obviously, he done drew a play up on the board. And whatever the boss call is, like I said, some of the terminology is different, but probably mean the same thing from the NFL to the college playbook, whatever it was. We don't see all that. We don't see no playbook, none of that. Exactly. If you didn't want to just say that. Don't put out no information talking about he did horrible in the draft interview. Who does that help? If you don't want him, just don't pick him like you did. You ain't got to put out no information. I want to see it, bro. Ain't nowhere in the world I need to see this whole clip because this him playing a game or whatever. That ain't football. He drew a play up on there, and whatever he drew, it was a one-word thing that he had to point to. That was it. And it probably was a progression read to whatever that terminology is. That's who he's supposed to throw the ball to. That's probably what it was. Exactly. They're only going to lead the one drafted. But I still want to see this whole thing because I want to see, do he get a playbook and find them errors? That's what I want to see. Don't show me this little snippet. I want to see him with that playbook in his hand and he finding them errors. That's what I want to see.
All right, turn around.
And I want to point out one thing. Who this dude sitting back here on this table? That is unprofessional.
Turn. Toss. Toss. If you would have pointed the other way.
See what I'm saying?
Turn. Toss. If you would have pointed the other way.
See what I'm talking about? It had to be where he was throwing the ball. Whatever that call is, it means he throw the ball to the left or the right, or to this receiver or that receiver. The slot, the one or the X or the Y, the Z, the tight end. I don't know. We ain't gonna know because we not in the playbook. But that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. They gonna leave that man out. 10 a.m., bro. I can't wait to see the Shedeur one. They ain't gonna release that because that's what I'm saying. They talking about ain't no audio, no video, none of that. So they were lying about that. Now they got a whole camera in there. I want to see Jackson Dart walking there with a playbook and correct every last one of them plays. See, that's what I'm saying. Boss is a tight end. Like I said, whoever he had to throw it to. I don't know their terminology, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, some of this stuff translate from college. I played defense, so I don't know. I don't know what boss was. You know, I ain't play offense. I play defense. I know some of the defense terminology. But like I said, some of this stuff translate from college to the NFL. Some of the schemes the same. You might have different verbiage. So you can't tell me just because he play a different position, they couldn't trick Abdul Carter. Like, no. Exactly, man. Like, no. If you ain't gonna pick him, just say you not gonna pick him, or just pick Jackson Dart at number 3. Or when you did pick him, you ain't gotta put out no information about Shedeur, because you already knew what they was. You knew everybody was talking about him. You knew everybody was looking at him. We weren't talking about Jackson Dart. We weren't talking about Cam Ward. We weren't even talking about Travis before the draft, and we still ain't. We talking about Shedeur. That's the reason why you clicked on this. Like, come on, bro. Look, he do not have a playbook. Then he get up on the board. Like, come on, bro. I want to see them trick him, bro. I want to see them trick Jackson Dart, bro. I want to see that. I compare that boy to Josh Allen. In true reality, bro, ain't now one of these boys that got drafted played a snap in the NFL yet. We don't know what they gonna be. Cam Ward could be a bust. Shedeur could be a bust. Jackson Dart could be a bust. We don't know. Exactly. Install ain't the quarterback responsibility anyway. He don't install plays. He look at the playbook and go over what the coach is talking about. Like, he ain't creating the plays, because that's what install is. The coach done drew up the play. This is what we putting in today at practice. We putting these plays in. That's what install mean. We are going over these plays, and so we can learn these plays right here, and we can call these plays in the game. That is what install is, not correcting stuff. No. The coach go over the play, then he asks you a question about it. After what he just went over. He don't give you a playbook and then trick you with tricks in it. He don't do that. No, bro. I need to see Jackson Dart correct every play. He better have a playbook in his hand, and he better correct every play. And then right here, just no leadership moment. Just because he was talking to the defense. Like, bro, it's a team sport. How that show leadership? Cause he talking to the defense. Yeah, the defense need to stop him so they can win. What you talking about, bro? Shedeur go over there yell at the defense when they ain't stopping nobody. They don't talk about that leadership. Get out of here, bro. Shedeur did that plenty of times. Defense ain't stopping nobody, bro. Yeah, he gonna go over there and yell at them. What that game was, bro? What game that was? Can't remember what game that was. He messed up. Come on, bro. Y'all got to be equal on both sides now. Who that, John? Who that? The GM? That ain't him. I don't even know who that is. You gotta tell me who that is. But either way, well, you might have meant John Gruden right here. You might have meant that right here, John Gruden.
I wonder how HoneyBook can help grow my business.
Jackson Dart is one before. He's the you there.
Yeah, I think it's, historically for quarterbacks, the best school on the West Coast.
Yeah, bro. Y'all gotta watch my video right here, boy. I might need to go ahead and play it before I get into that. Y'all need to go watch my video right here, bro. The real reason Shedeur dropped.
In the history of NFL draft drops,
matter of fact, we better look at it right now. I guess I can stay up. Nah, let me take me off.
in the history of NFL draft drops, let me tell you, the Shedeur Sanders free fall might take the cake.
A black man, confident, educated, focused, and not afraid to speak up. That's what really scared them. See, in America, it's about control, power, and money. Who has all the control, who has the most power, and who has the most money. Every black man watching that draft felt it because we lived it. You show up with your head high, resume stacked, voice clear, and they call it cocky. You demand respect, and they call it an attitude. What they saw on the draft board wasn't a quarterback. That's why owners told him to take him off. Shedeur didn't fall because of his talent. He failed because he was a confident, outspoken, intelligent black man. The NFL just didn't know how to control it. This isn't new. This is American history on replay. They said it was entitled. That's what they say when we don't beg. They said it was too confident. That's when they say when we don't shrink. But ask yourself, when have you seen a humble black man get treated fairly? The truth is, they don't want humility. They want silence. We've all seen this before, if we believe it or not. This isn't just about sports. It's the boardroom. It's the interview. It's the classroom. It's the courtroom. The everyday moment when we walk in the brilliance and they see a threat. When we speak, they flinch. When we shine, they dim us. When we rise, they move the goalposts. Shedeur didn't fall because of talent. He fell because he didn't ask for permission to be great. Because he didn't code switch. Because he showed up like his father raised him with royalty in his veins. And that scared them more than any stat ever could. The bigger message they don't want to say, this isn't about one player. This is about every young black boy watching. Wondering if being himself will cost him too. They tell us, work hard, be great, speak up. But when we do, look what happens. But he's already won. They tried to humble him, but they only lit a fire because now every throw is proof. Every touchdown is justice. Every win is all of us winning. Because Shedeur Sanders isn't just a quarterback. He's a mirror, a movement, a message. They feared his confidence, now they'll fear his greatness. I need to know too, bro. What clip you talking about? Because that's ridiculous. He is a quarterback. Dion was a cornerback. Shedeur played offense. Dion played defense. He's not in the offensive meeting, bro. He's not in there with Pat Shermer. He's not in there with the quarterbacks. Like, he got to learn the playbook, bro. Like, I don't understand y'all, bro. Y'all don't know football at all, dude. Dion is not in every meeting, every offensive meeting with the quarterbacks. He is not in that meeting, bro. Making sure that Shedeur learn to play. He's not in there. Shedeur is in there by himself with the offensive coordinator, bro. And the quarterback coach. Like, come on. Be for real. He was the coach. What you mean? He don't need him. Like, where y'all getting this from, bro? Just because Dion coached him all his whole career up until now? Like, come on, bro. Bruh, Cam Ward didn't throw at the combine. Cam Ward didn't play in the Senior Bowl. I don't. How you gonna have a double standard for somebody when other players didn't do the same thing? You can't. You can't, bro. You can't have a double standard, bro. Cam Ward didn't throw at the combine. Cam Ward didn't play in the Senior Bowl. Why would you, bro? If you projected a top 10 pick. At the time, Shedeur was projected as a top 10 pick. Top 3 of that. What do you got? Hold on. I'm about to look it up, bro. Appreciate it. Y'all, I ain't never haters, bro. Y'all be so click on something to come prove y'all point and argue with somebody, but don't know nothing. And you know people just out here making up stuff, bro. Can't believe everything you see now. Do your own research. They talking about Tom Brady lied. But Tom Brady got restrictions, bro. You talking about this right here? When Dion had the surgery? Yeah, he quit at halftime in the bowl game. Did what you talking about? When Dion had his surgery, he had blood clots. And then you saying, yeah, he needed, that was his dad, bro. He didn't know what was going on. Y'all forget that. Bro, he ain't gonna be on practice squad, bro. How you gonna be on practice squad and your jersey the only one they selling? Come on, bro. You ain't gonna be, they know what it is. You ain't listening to that my video said, bro. It's about control, power, and the money. They not gonna have Shedeur on practice squad when they gonna have everybody at the game trying to see him. No, he's not gonna be on practice squad. Come on, bro. I go in for a shot right now. Click on Cleveland Brown. Who face gonna pop up? Wow. That ain't Dylan Gabriel. That ain't Mason Graham. But he gonna be on practice squad. Bruh, you see what I'm talking about? Dude, they was at Jackson State. Dion had to have emergency surgery to amputate his toes because of blood clots. Of course he gonna need his dad because he's concerned. That is his dad. He's just not a coach. That's his dad. You gotta look at the whole concept of this. This boy talking about like he needed his dad. Shedeur needed him. That's all I needed to see. What? It's like a life-threatening surgery. Come on, bro. Sick. Didn't know if they didn't know nothing, bro. They didn't know if he was gonna live, what was wrong with him, none of that. Like, come on now. And mine being gone for 2 years now, it's hard, bro. Like, how you gonna tell me to go out there and play a game when I don't even know what's going on with him? I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with him playing in the NFL. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Get out of here, bro. Y'all believe in anything, bro. Y'all so emotionally attached. Y'all believe in anything without doing no research. He gonna be on the practice squad, but his face up here selling his jersey. He was the coach, bro. Obviously, he was good enough to go on the sideline. The doctor wouldn't have released him. Like, come on, well, y'all gotta think. Why would the doctor let him out of the hospital if he wasn't good enough to leave the hospital, to go on the sideline, to coach a football game when he need to be in the hospital? Why would the doctor do that? Y'all act like Shedeur dragged him out the hospital. I need you on the sideline. Bro, that don't make no sense, bro. Stop reaching. How did he get upset, bro? That's what I want to know. We ain't seen it do. I want to see the clip. Look at this. They got a dual card us in February all the way up until he got drafted. I want to see the clip. Let me see Shedeur get mad. Because you ain't seen nothing. Because I ain't seen it. Because it ain't out. So how you going to say he got mad? Just because you basing off somebody? Probably the one, the scout they released, they fired. Like, come on, bro. You ain't seen nothing just like I ain't seen nothing. How you believe in that? Exactly. These negative W's. Some people do. Check the fact, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I ain't gonna say I'm right. But we don't know. We ain't seen nothing. We ain't heard nothing. All you heard was this right here.
Was there any breaking news?
Right.
Nothing breaking, but I'm starting. I read a couple people are like, Shedeur is in play at number 3. Shedeur's not in play at 3. Shedeur's not in play with the New York Giants, as far as I'm told. Shedeur didn't have a great interview with Brian Daboll in a private visit. An install package came in. The preparation wasn't there for it. Got called out on it. Didn't like that. Brian didn't appreciate him not liking it. I've said this before, and it started at the Combine, and a couple days after the Combine, I don't like saying report. Like, we don't report anything. I shared information that I got that I know if I'm getting it, that information people that are in this business that are really great at their job and talking to a lot of the same people I'm talking to, and probably more. I know more. I was surprised it wasn't being talked about. That Shedeur Sanders, I told you, if you've been following the show from the beginning, I told you there were 2 personnel people that I spoke to who were in the room during interviews, which means they're key parts of the organization. Let's leave it at that. 2 teams drafting in the top 10 with quarterback needs where the interviews did not go well. Not disrespectful, nothing harsh, just felt like the phrase I've been using, I think it aptly describes it, we didn't get the sense that Shedeur cared all that much about what we thought of him.
So now it didn't go well because he didn't care what you thought of him? That's two different things from football now. That ain't football talk. That's a whole different thing from you talking about the install. That ain't even the same thing, bro. You talking about somebody's personality and character. You ain't talking about football. First you said he wasn't prepared with the install. Now you talking about it wasn't that, it wasn't this. It was because we didn't think he cared about what we thought of him. He's confident. I don't care what you think about me. That don't make it a bad interview. What? They're like, bro, y'all, that's ridiculous. Exactly. What you talking about? Hold on. Exactly. How you getting paid by Deion, bro? Deion ain't on the field. Deion ain't throwing the ball and catching it. Bro, that's how people is. And it's usually the other skin color. Okay, they see him as a threat, bro. They go back, American history on replay, bro. I ain't see Cam Ward getting tricked. I want to see a video of him getting tricked and picking out a playbook. Him and Travis, the only two that came to play that game. Yeah, I watched the Alamo Bowl. Shedeur and Travis were the only two that came to play. The rest of the team did not come to play. That story keep changing. No, bruh. What I'm saying is, you saying it was the install package, but at the end of the clip, he talking about is because they didn't care. He didn't care what they thought of him. That's two different things, bruh. That's personality and character. That is not the same as an install playbook. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta listen, bruh. And why would you want your franchise quarterback to be confident and not care what people think of him? Because he not easily moved. Like, you take his confidence for attitude. No. Like, come on, bro. Cam Ward we ain't even talking about Cam Ward. But what I'm saying is, if you were, I can bet if I go right now and watch Cam Ward go to the Titans interview and to go to the Titans, they not treating him, they treating him like they wanted him. They not treating him like they can trying to trick him or nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, you gotta get this thing. Well, y'all gotta get out y'all emotions, bro. Yeah, I like Shedeur, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If he a bust, he a bust. But what I'm saying is, we don't know. But what I'm saying is, if you putting out all this information, I need to see it. I need proof, facts. Show me a video. Don't tell me you heard from somebody that was in the room. They could be lying. I don't believe nobody, bro. Unless I see it with my own two eyes and I see a video or audio. Oh, wow, that is Shannon Sharp on that video telling you gonna choke that girl. That's his voice. I believe it. Like, come on, bro. You ain't gonna tell me, oh, such and such said that already sounds like a lie. I know you grew up learning that, bro. I know you, such and such said that's already a lie. We all know that. We know they wanted Jackson Dart. They said Jackson Dart with connection had familiar with somebody up there in the front office. They already had wanted Jackson Dart, bro. But what I'm saying is, why you put out that information about Shedeur? It wasn't no need. If you were gonna draft Jackson Dart and you knew you wanted him, it wasn't no need to put out that information about Shedeur. That's why I think that scout got fired. And they really wanted Cam Ward. They took a swing at Cam Ward, last second NFL draft call to the Titans for the trade for the #1 pick. Like, come on, bro. Stop with the hate towards somebody you don't even know. Like, stop. You don't even know. You ain't never gonna meet Shedeur in person. You ain't never gonna talk to him. Why you don't like him? All I'm doing is looking for the facts. I want to see Jackson Dart interview, and I want to see him with a playbook, and he better get every install package that was wrong correct. I want to see that. And he better did it to Jackson Dart too. That's why I say I don't even know why the Giants releasing this. I wouldn't even put none of this out. I wouldn't have put none of this out. I would have waited a whole year before I put this out. If I was going to put it out at all. Because now we saying it wasn't no video, it wasn't no audio, ain't nothing public, but now we saying they uploading NFL Draft Part 1 and now it's going to be Part 2 with Jackson Dart. And he better have a playbook in his hand and he better get every install package correct. How he not being prepared, bro? Jackson, we got to watch this video tomorrow at 10 a.m. Until we watch this video and Jackson Dart don't walk in with a playbook and they asked him to correct them play style, them install plays, we know that Shedeur was the only one that did it. They didn't do it to Jackson Dart. If he come in there with a playbook and he correct every install package, then we know Shedeur wasn't prepared. We don't know that, bro. We just going based on what somebody said. That's his dad. Yeah, they always gonna the black man. They always gonna move the goalpost for the black man. This clip right here, it wasn't no playbook. Dabo coach drew up a play and said boss, and he pointed to a receiver, I guess where he's supposed to throw the ball to. That ain't telling me nothing. That's not telling me nothing, bro. But it's a reason why the Giants were picking number 3. That's all I'm saying. You tricking your own players. That's all I'm saying. Let's talk to Daniel Jones. Did he get the playbook? Let's talk to Daniel Jones. Did he understand the playbook? That's what I'm saying. If he wasn't prepared, show me the video. You uploading this. So you had to have a camera in there with Shedeur because you recorded Abdul Carter back in February. No, bro. I want to see all of it. Exposing them sales. That's why I said I wouldn't even put none of this out. Especially if you're going to put out that information talking about Shedeur wasn't prepared for the interview and we clearly see you got cameras. But I don't want to hear nothing about Sean Marion. Who ain't been in the league. Just like Chris Carter. Like, bro, you sound mad your son didn't make it. Who got a Super Bowl ring and a national championship? That don't mean nothing. He wasn't the head coach. That don't mean nothing. Just because he got a Super Bowl ring in that, I can have a Super Bowl ring in that championship and be the 3rd string on the roster. That don't make me have a pedigree. No, bro. Just because he won a Super Bowl and national championship. Was he the head coach? Was he the leader? No. He was a coordinator. He was an assistant coach. That don't make you have a pedigree. This man ain't did nothing. This head coach ain't as a head coach, he ain't did nothing yet. So exactly. Now you talking about Andy Reid? Andy Reid saying this? This is a whole totally different story now. Nick Saban saying this? This is a totally different story now. You know what I'm saying? There's a totally different story. If you saying one of them said it. I sound butthurt, right? I ain't saying he won't. Jackson Dart might have a better career. We don't know. We ain't gonna know from 2 to 3 years from now, bro. We don't know who gonna be the bust, Who gonna be the better quarterback? It happens every year, bro. It happens every year. We don't know who gonna be the better quarterback. I done went back in my past lives. I done looked at quarterbacks that been drafted since 2000. Since quarterbacks that been drafted since 2000, and I went through every last one of them. All 25 years, the quarterback that was drafted in the first round all the way to the 7th round. And I was looking through, oh, well, he had the better career in this quarterback class. You ain't gonna know until 2 to 3 years later. We ain't gonna know nothing. Even with Jaden Daniels, bro. Even with him going to the NFC Championship game, guess what he gonna have to do this year? He gonna have to go back to the NFC Championship game to be consistent. Or what they gonna call him? They gonna call him a bust. Or RG3. They gonna call him a RG3. That's what they gonna call him. I don't know why he transferred from USC. The only thing I can think of, Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin at one time was the head coach for USC. But that was years ago. Because I had a teammate, he played wide receiver in high school. I had a teammate in high school. He committed to USC to go play for Lane Kiffin at USC. But when Lane Kiffin went at USC, he left and went to Tennessee. So he decommitted from USC. No, he still went to USC, but he got kicked out. But Lane Kiffin went to Tennessee or something like that. Yeah, Russell Wilson gonna be the quarterback. Jackson Dart ain't even gonna play like that this year. Unless one of them get hurt. Both of them won a Super Bowl, bro. I don't care how old Joe Flacco is. He won a Super Bowl. He has a pedigree. He actually was the starting quarterback on the Super Bowl team. Like, they gonna give Joe Flacco the starting job. Yeah, they can't never put him in their play. He a strong, confident black man. Go watch my video, man. I just uploaded it today. Whatever it was, I don't know why he just left USC. I don't know. I ain't keep up with Jackson Dart. I don't know none of that. We just talking about the playbook right now. It's about control, power, and money, bro. They can't control it. They want to control the black man, but they don't know how to control Shedeur because he already a superstar and celebrity, bro. He already was that. He didn't become that in the NFL. That's a difference, bro. When you nobody and get drafted to the NFL and you become somebody, now the NFL got a reason, oh, he came from us. Shedeur was already that, bro. You can't say, oh, he came from us. We don't know how to control this. So we not going to draft him because he's a threat. That's the real story, bro. Don't nobody want to say that. I don't work for ESPN. This is my little bitty YouTube channel, and I'm going to say what I want to say. If you don't like it, you can click off. No, they don't want no confident black man. They want a humble young black man, but they don't want him confident. Because now, it's the same thing back in the day. You want to go down history. You take the child, you take the black father out of the family, so you can train the child up how you want to. Cause he doesn't have nobody to look up to. So now you can train him how you want to. You go back to slavery days, bro. It's the same mentality. By control, power, and money. Majority of NFL owners are white. Tom Brady has a minority, a 5% stake in the Las Vegas Raiders. He has restrictions. Tom Brady can't even go to the team facility, talk to the players or the coaches. Ain't no way he had decision-making power to pick Shedeur or not to pick Shedeur. Ain't no way. Get what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. It is a black man. A black man. It's because I just told you the difference. Cam Ward is not a celebrity. Cam Ward is not a superstar outside of the NFL, outside of football. That's what I'm saying. It's a difference, bro. Cam Ward is viewed as the more humble, driven, focused. I need the NFL to make it. Get what I'm saying? Shedeur don't need the NFL to make it. So it's harder to control. It's about control, power, and money. It doesn't have nothing to do. Being humble doesn't have nothing to do with being a good football player. Nothing. Because a lot of the good football players are arrogant and brash. They have an edge to them. So I don't know what being humble, I don't know where they get that from. According to football. It's mostly about being Deion's son, but at the same time, I don't understand that neither. Why is you hating on Deion? And Deion, I watched the clip on Well-Off when he was at this conference speaking, that he said he hurried up and signed that contract, so coaches wouldn't think he was coming for their job. To whatever team Shedeur got drafted to. He said that. Yeah, they're more than likely what it is. Cam Ward, they think they can control him, but at the same time, they don't even know he the same way. Like Cam Ward is the same way as Shedeur. He just ain't this flashy. That's all it is. Cause that Chris Carter talking about when him and Cam Ward, Shedeur and Cam Ward were working out, he talking about what you do for fun. That just trash talking, bro. Cam Ward probably could cut a record. Like, what they got to do with football? Just because Shedeur want to make music in his spare time. That ain't. I made music in my spare time playing football. That don't make you not focus on football. Like, that's stupid, bro. I don't even know what GMS is, bro. But what I'm saying is, why it's about a black man is because the other skin color want to control it, because he wants to keep control and have all the power because he has all the money. And they gonna pay him. Shedeur is a bigger celebrity and a star than Cam Ward, so we gonna pay him less. They paying Cam Ward $48 million. They paying Shedeur $4.6 million. But as soon as I click on the Cleveland Browns NFL shop, who faces up? What are they doing? Making money off Shedeur. So we're going to pay him less to make more money off him. They're going to make more than $4.6 million off Shedeur. That's why he's not going to the practice squad. Deion made music and was the best player. Exactly. Roger Goodell ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Roger Goodell is the commissioner of the NFL. He's not an owner. The owner makes all the decisions. Owners of the league, of these teams, make the majority of the decision. Roger Goodell is just the face. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Shaking hands and hugging. They ain't got nothing to do with that neither. Where you get that from? That's what I'm saying. Ain't nowhere in the world you say you got another private workout with Shedeur after you supposedly had that worst bad meeting with him. His manager said it, bro. We looked at the clip. His manager said it. It ain't no drama with Shedeur, bro. It ain't no drama. He just a bigger star outside of football. That's all it is. And the NFL don't know how to control it. The owners don't want that. The same thing happened with Colin Kaepernick. They don't want that supposedly drama, well, like you saying, or circus, like some other one saying, or posse, or whatever you want to call it, that they think is wrong. They don't want that in their organization because they don't know how to control it. Kaepernick took that knee. That boy ain't playing another snap in the NFL. Because ain't none of them owners want their attention because they ain't want to answer them questions. And you know why they ain't want to answer the question. Because guess what time period they grew up in? I know they ain't going to stop, but they ain't here watching, so I got to entertain them. I appreciate them. I'm on 243 views. I got to entertain them. They the only reason why they stand. They get my views and my watch time up. I'm getting paid. They don't even know I'm getting paid off of them. So I got to entertain them. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Bro, ain't nobody getting humbled, bro. Why y'all keep saying he got humbled? Ain't nobody getting humbled. They're what y'all forgetting. Shedeur don't need the money, bro. Majority of the other players, they family ain't never had no money. So they needed the money. Wherever they got picked at, they need the money. Shedeur don't need the money. How you gonna humble somebody when they don't need nothing from you? And yeah, you wouldn't even be thinking about the Browns. What dude doing rap and playing football? There's plenty of players that rap and do football, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with you playing on the field. That ain't got nothing to do with you reading a playbook. Performing on the field. Look at the stats. Him and Cam Ward got the same exact stats, bro. They train with the same quarterback coach. They doing the same drills. They got the same amount of touchdowns, same passing yards. One had an offensive line in the run game, the other one didn't, but they still got the same stat line. You can't tell me one better than the other, bro. Bruh, he playing because he love the game. What? He's not trying to be a rapper, bro. That's ridiculous. He never said he wanted to be a rapper. They just make music. Anybody can make music, bro. You buy a mic, download some software, and download a beat. It ain't hard. What disrespect Jerry Jones did? Ain't nobody caring about him because he should have picked Shedeur because he like that money. Yeah, it's like know your play. Humble black man, know your play. Because he don't want you to speak up. What they got to do, that's what I'm saying, bro. Rapping and playing football ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So you can't punish Shedeur because he got music and say he want to be a rapper because he got a song. No. Kadarius Toney, yup, there you go. You can't humble somebody when they don't need nothing from you, bro. All he wanted was the opportunity to play the game he loved. That's it. Yes, he can play. I just clearly told you him and Cam Ward had the same stats. Same exact stats. Passing yards, touchdowns. Same exact. One went first, one went fifth in the fifth round. I done did this already too, boy. Did this weeks ago. I did it during the draft. I know you wasn't here because you ain't find nobody, you ain't find my live to come talk your trash in. So I'm about to show you right now, along with anybody else. Cam Ward, Miami, 4,313 yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Shedeur Sanders, Colorado, 4,134 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Same stat line. One went fifth in the fifth round, one went first overall with the first pick. Can't say it ain't that. Bruh, he loves football. You don't play the game because of the money. You play the game because you love and got a passion for the game. Some of y'all probably didn't play. How he doesn't love football. You don't play football if you don't love. You don't get to this point if you don't love football. Trust me, I don't seen people quit. You don't play football if you don't love it. You just not out there getting hit for no reason. You gotta get hit because you love it. He ain't blow nothing, bro. He was projected as a top 3 pick, then a top 10 pick. No, it ain't nothing about respecting the process. Wet process, bro. Ain't no process. It's because of who he is. It's not racism. It's people that's scared of another race. I wouldn't call it racism. It's just a fact that been in American history since slavery, that another race is threatened or fears another race, so they have to put fear in that race of them before they can get scared of them. That's how it goes. They good friends. They work out together. Ain't nothing dumb but you, bro. You the only dumb one in there. Exactly. You don't put that much time in if you don't love it. It's gonna be a legendary cut. He not getting cut, bro. They would trade him before they cut him. They would want to get something for him. That's who they waiting on, Arch Manning, but he only played a few games. Yeah, you done been up here for so long, and your skin color, and you got all this money, and you need to have somebody of the lower race that you consider the lower race to need you. Shedeur doesn't need them. He likes football. He wants the opportunity to play in the NFL, but he doesn't need them as far as the money and all the other stuff that come with it. Now, let's switch quarterback. Let's put Cam Ward on Colorado, and let's put Shedeur on Miami, and let's see, do they come out with the same stat line? Probably they would come out with the same stat line, but we ain't gonna say Cam Ward is a bad quarterback. We gonna say look what Cam Ward did at Colorado with a no offensive line. You get what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, they work for it. Exactly. And Shedeur, what does it matter, bro? What does it matter? It's the same. We don't know the scout draft board. We don't know where they had him at. But from what I'm seeing, even the Browns, he was a higher ranked quarterback. So you mean to tell me Jackson Dart better than Shedeur? Tyler Shuck better than Shedeur? Yeah, he got picked before him, so the scouts had all them ranked above Shedeur. Tyler Shuck only had one 3,000 passing yard season, and that was this past season. Other than that, he ain't passed for 1,500 yards in all 7 years he was in college. Yeah, there's a difference between racism and being racial. This is not racism. This is racial because one minority wants all the power and control because they believe they have all the money. And they own the team. So if you gonna come to my team, then your race or your minority ethnicism, if that's a word, need to act a certain way. In my eyes, it's all an opinion, bro. Exactly. He the most sacked quarterback. Look how many sacks Cam Ward had. 22. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yep, you can. Cam Ward got sacked 22 times last year. Shedeur got sacked 42 and 52 before that. And still had the same stat line. You can't tell me he not good. He ain't got no arm talent. He not mobile. Like, get out of here, bro. He only threw the ball 20 more times. 454 attempts, 477. That's because they didn't have no run game at all. Like, this is ridiculous, boy. Y'all got to look at everything. Exactly, because he got a rap song. He want to be a rapper. Like, bruh. Travis Kelce want to be a singer because he date Taylor Swift. How stupid that sound. Exactly. I guess it would pop off Dart hand if he got an offensive line that blocking. He ain't running for his life. I guess it would pop off his hand because he got time to throw it. Like, come on, bro. Talking about he had to throw short routes. Why would you have a quarterback sit in the pocket and get sacked trying to throw deep routes? You got to get the ball out quick. If they getting pressure on you, you can't hold the ball long, bro. You got to get the ball out quick. Now, some of them sacks was on Shedeur because he held onto the ball too long, but he trying to make a play. Majority of the time, he trying to make a play. Some of them plays I looked at, yeah, I watched the games live. They were stupid. He should have threw the ball out of bounds. But majority of the time, he was trying to make a play. That way we call it doing too much. They take what they give you. It ain't even about Bucky helping him route. It's about Bucky got well off media, and it just added to they popularity and they celebrityism. Yeah, I don't know, that ain't no word, but it just added to the whole Prime effect and the whole we like Dion and the whole Shedeur and Travis and all that. It just boosted them up. Like, Dion was already big, and now you got his son giving us an inside scoop every week, every day, behind the scenes. You seeing it. I'm like, come on, bro. Yeah, they don't talk about Carson Beck. Yeah, they is funny. Who is throwing ducks? if Shedeur were throwing ducks, he would have more than 10 interceptions. And you see, the year before that, he only had 3. And the year before that, he had 6. And the year before that, he had 8. I don't see what ducks he throwing. I don't know what you talking about, bro. I'm looking at the stats right here. I bag mine up with facts, bro. You just talking out the side of your neck, and you all wrong. You might be choking over there. I don't know. Because you can't talk out your mouth. Hey, Jackson Dart had 4,279 yards, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And I know y'all don't want to see Tyler Shook. Got drafted in the 2nd round to the Saints. I hope he ball out. I really do. Just for his sake. Because when I looked at this college stat line, he wasn't even close. You telling me this dude better than Shedeur? Well, it ain't even close. Bruh, Shedeur don't play defense. He can't stop the other team from scoring. I appreciate you. You can subscribe too. Hit that like button. Peyton Manning didn't throw the ball deep like that. Peyton Manning with precision. He read the defense. He made the right throw. Like I said, some of the interceptions, it went all. Yeah, I watched the showcase. I live streamed it. Yeah, I watched the showcase. Yeah, that Nebraska game where I don't know what he was looking at. Maybe he was thinking the receiver was supposed to run this certain route and the receiver didn't run the right route, or he's supposed to came back to the ball harder. We don't never know. We don't know the play. Bro, you can watch the film and see ain't nothing wrong with his arm strength or his accuracy. All that is a myth, bro. You don't pass for over 3,000 yards every season in college, and your arm ain't strong. Like, this dude, Taylor Shuck, only threw for 3,000 yards one season, 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. But we not talking about him being a bad quarterback because he spent 7 years in college and only threw for 1,500 yards at Oregon because he been hurt all his career. Shedeur, the most sacked quarterback, it ain't been hurt now, ain't missed a game. But this dude right here get picked second round. But if you look at this stat line, and I'll show you this stat line, just the passing yards alone with the touchdowns. You mean to tell me you gonna draft him second round and you gonna pick him in the 5th round just based off the stats? Tape, we gonna see the tape, bro. Look, they releasing Abdul Carter draft process. They gonna do Jackson Dart tomorrow, and we better see Shedeur. They better show Shedeur. Yep, 50-yard pass, Hail Mary, and put it only way he could get it. That boy keep retracting his message because he don't even know what to say. That boy, he flabbergasted. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to say. Hold on, I gotta make a phone call right quick.
Manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city wavy. From Carmelo lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. From the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams, and it started in the land.
just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's go. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights. Manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's go. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights. Manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we about to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams, and it started in the land.
Bro, that dude right here, boy, ridiculous. Nah, bro. The GM said that we got him at a steep discount. No, they should have picked Travis and then drafted Shedeur. Ain't no reality set in for nobody, bro. Y'all just speculating. Speculating like crazy.
Great arm. I'm sure he heard it.
He heard it. We all heard it. But for him, he's unfazed by it. And that's why I always loved him, because his poise is something I've never seen before. So to understand that.
For a young man.
There was a young man who got a prank call on draft day when he just sat on the board the whole first night.
No
and
doubt.
Somebody prank called him and tricked him. And I'm sitting over there with steam coming out my ears. And when he realized it was a prank, he just hung up the phone and just picked up his football, told the DJ, turn the music back up. And now him and his quarterback, quarterback coach is over there throwing it.
Bruh. What him getting the car got to do with anything but not being focused? This dude just pointing out everything that ain't football, bro. Turn on the film. What you see? But that boy emotional, boy. He been balling, bro. That boy emotional.
Going to be in for this.
Yeah, we were prepared for whatever.
You guys sensed the slide coming.
Yeah, before the draft. I have a text in my phone saying, hey, man, forget how this turns out tonight. You're built for whatever.
Wow. Okay, so you knew, but you didn't know fifth round.
No.
But you just thought first round. You knew he wasn't going to go in the top 20.
Some things that's happening.
Shedeur knew he was going to be in for this.
Yeah, we were prepared for whatever.
You guys sensed the slide.
Process fair or not?
I think it's unfair because I think they're only telling one side of it.
Allegedly, the Giants.
Bro, you don't know what Cam Ward got, bro. Just 'cause he ain't got no camera, you don't know what he got. Cam Ward got a whole pendant on that chain. He didn't look. This thing about Cam Ward ain't got no big chain. Cam Ward got a big chain, bro. He just didn't wear the pendant on the chain he wore to the draft. It's on his video, bro. Like, it's literally on his video. It's on this video right here, bro. It's literally on this video. Like, get that out your head, bro. Like, this boy ain't the same. What is that little boy got? What is that? He just didn't put it on, bro. He just didn't put it on. Them the same people that make Shedeur jewelry, bro. The same company, the same dudes. Cam Ward the same, bro. Just because you don't see him buying a Rolls Royce. Like, come on, boy. He just didn't put it on. Like, he ain't got no NIL money. Like, come on, bro. They're ridiculous, dude. He working out with Travis. He ain't go to Miami just because he wanted to go to Miami. He from Texas. Ain't no way in the world he went to Miami and they weren't coughing up no NIL money, bro. Come on now. Be for real. All the other players got changed too. Buying nice cars. Come on now. Right. You see Carson Beck went down to Miami for $4 million. Got a year stole. But we ain't talking about him. And how bad he played. Yeah, because they ain't got no camera on him, bro. You don't know what Jane Daniel did. You don't know what Jalen Hurts did. Cam Ward. They don't have a camera on them showing they daily life. Well, you got to be for real, dude. Well, I know you one of them that want attention, bro, because you wouldn't get no attention from nobody else, so you going to come in here and you getting all this attention, so now you want to say something. You want to spill out your emotional heart, boy. I give it to you because you still on my live. I appreciate you. Eli Manning daddy said it. Arch Manning said it. Archie Manning said the same thing Dion said. It's not because that shouldn't have nothing to do with it neither. Because if you believe in the player, where his dad is saying we don't want to pick him, and at the time, y'all forgetting, they had Shedeur projected as a top 3, top 10 pick. When Dion said that, he wasn't projected in the 5th round. Like, come on now. They ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. Shedeur ain't played a snap in the NFL, bro. What are you talking about? Ain't none of these players played a snap in the NFL. We just speculating as a fan watching. We don't know what they gonna do. We don't know what Cam Ward gonna do. We don't know what Jackson Dart gonna do. We don't know what Jaden Daniels gonna do. We don't know what Jalen Hurts gonna do. Can they keep it consistent? We don't know. Quarterback, you ain't gonna know where any of these players in the draft. You ain't gonna know if they good until 2 to 3 years later if they keep the same consistency. Jackson Dart probably ain't even gonna play this year.
You know, and I think
do when you interviewing a quarterback. You don't give him a playbook with errors in it. I'm just saying. That John Gruden did killed him, bro. John Gruden just killed him, bro. Talking about he can't even write, bro. Appreciate you, Paul, the true believer. Well, we ain't talking about mad, but I appreciate you, boy. Like that, boy. I appreciate you. Tony Dungy playbook on Madden all the time for defense. Oh, yeah, raw quarterback, they need work, but I see the arm strength. Can't knock them. Hey, you like who you like, bro. It's all the opinion. It's somebody's opinion if they look. Let me explain this again. Like I said on my last live, I know some of y'all weren't here. That's what y'all need to like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about the Money Man. You already know. This dude right here, super whatever, Amari Kron, whatever his name is, he is emotional. Just like you either emotional because you like Shedeur or you emotional because you don't like Shedeur. But either way, even when you go to a regular job interview or somebody that likes you and somebody doesn't like you, they are emotionally making a decision. Because emotionally, I like Jackson Dart. Emotionally, I don't like Shedeur. You going in a job interview, Super Americron and Money Man, you already know, interviewing for the same job. They emotionally like Money Man, you already know, but they emotionally don't like Super Americron because it's everybody's, they are human and they have emotions and it's an opinion. You might see Shedeur as a trash quarterback. He's not good. He need to work on this. Jackson Dart, I see him as, oh, he's the best quarterback. He has all the intangibles. It's an opinion. Where he had to learn, bro. We hope all of them prove you wrong because we don't know what they gonna turn out to be. He done did it. That's what Shedeur been saying. He done went to Jackson State, proved it. Y'all said he couldn't do it at Jackson State. Oh, he played at FCS, Jackson State, HBCU. Ain't nowhere in the world he gonna do it at Colorado. Then he came and did it at Colorado. Now they saying, oh, he got drafted 5th round. He can't do it in the NFL. So guess what he about to do? Do it in the NFL. Bro done did it everywhere he went. That's what he said. He done did it everywhere he went. That's why he said, you don't want to change your franchise, don't draft me. I done did it. I done proved it. He done did it everywhere he went. Like, bro, Cam Ward done did it too. Like, look at these numbers. He jumped from FCS school, went to Washington State, then he went to Miami. He did it too. So I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. He has not did it. Tyler Shuck has not did it. But he got drafted 2nd round. Oh yeah, I want to. They record it. Unless you talking about the draft. But yeah. But all I'm saying is, I want to see the same. I want to see. Now my computer messing up. I want to see Shedeur interview.
Like, hey,
all
like,
emotional.
we have this play, and you see this look, like, let's give an easy call.
Because you wouldn't have clicked on, you wouldn't have clicked on my live.
Every time I'm coming to the sideline,
if you weren't
we're making
emotional.
adjustments to try to be prepared the next time.
Are you giving him input?
That's
what
why.
you want?
That's why Shedeur is the main topic on every TV station, every news station. When you talking about sports, everybody watching the Browns. Everybody want to watch the Brown mini camp. The preseason games probably gonna be sold out when Shedeur play. When they projecting he gonna start the game or play with the ones or he gonna get in, them preseason games gonna be sold out, bro. Like everybody is emotionally attached either way. But when it came down to it, it's somebody's opinion on if they like this guy or that guy. and then you get emotions involved.
We have too many of these, right? What's the common problem?
Let me hear it.
No, I ain't doing it.
Hold on, I missed it.
Clap or anything? Every time?
Every time. Yeah.
I see this guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But because I...
Wow. That's just the scheme he was in, bro. Like, you can't fault the man. Like, hey, that was a snap count scheme. He ain't had to call out Blue 42, Red Robin, 18. You know, he ain't had to do all that. And sometimes you don't need to do that, but hey, that's the way the game played now. What all that mean now? Where every quarterback, where every receiver at, I wouldn't be releasing it. Not at this moment. That's what I'm saying about the Giants. I would have waited a whole nother month, couple months, or even a year. I would just waited till next year. Just so all this blow over. It's too soon. Especially with everybody talking, want to see the tapes. That's why y'all clicked on here. Everybody want to see the tapes. But yeah, man. Hey, Jackson Dart. Because I want to see him. I want to see him in the interview, the pre-draft interview with a playbook. I want to see him on the next episode tomorrow. I want to see him with a playbook and correct all them installs. I don't want to hear no speculation. I don't want none of that. I want to see from my own two eyes, do he walk in there with a playbook and correct every install that was incorrect? Because y'all talking about he going to the practice squad, he going to get cut. I'm on NFL Shop. They ain't talking about nobody other quarterback. They ain't talking about Jackson Dart on ESPN, First Take. First things first, whatever you watch. They ain't talking about Jackson Dart. They ain't talking about Cam Ward. Unless, I guess you is listening to the Giants and the Tennessee Titan podcast or news station. But nationally, no, they talking about this guy right here. But it all gonna go down to it. But hey, y'all check out my live stream tomorrow, man. I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming Cleveland Brown. I was about to say Colorado. Cleveland Brown, Ricky Minicamp. So I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share. Hold on. Right here, boy. I need y'all to come to their live right here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. 12 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. We gonna look at, I don't know exactly what time they start, but we gonna look at some more clips. And I'm probably gonna go over that New York Giants since they gonna release that. Probably gonna watch that by Jackson Dart. Yeah, it don't mean they ain't them quarterback good neither. Yeah, it gonna take 2 to 3 years before we know if a quarterback from this year's draft is good or any of them good. You know what I'm saying? So it gonna take a minute. It gonna take a minute to realize what they got, especially Because Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur, they might not play this year, or they might not start the season off. Because I'm thinking Joe Flacco going to start the season off if they don't get rid of him. Because if they get rid of Joe Flacco, that means Kenny Pickett going to be the starter. Majority, that's what I'm thinking. They're going to try to put one of them veterans in before they put a rookie in, unless Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur just blow him out the water and, you know, they just become the starter. But like I said, bro, we got to see these tapes right here. Like, ain't nowhere in the world you got Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter film from the draft process and you put out that information about Shedeur and we ain't going to be able to see the clip. Ain't no way, bro. Somebody lying. Because you can't say this right here. You can't say this right here and then you release this stuff right here and ain't expect people to want to see it. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they talking about here, trading. I don't think it'll be one of them rookies. But yeah, but I don't know. We all emotional right now. Everybody emotional about Shedeur. You don't like him, you like him. You know, so it's like Travis Hunter graduated today. So it's like, bro, y'all don't know how to act, boy. Y'all follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Money Man, you already know on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter, Brown Time Opulence. Brown Time Ops at 21. Follow me on Instagram. I ain't even get on Instagram. Brown Time Opulence on Instagram. Follow me on there too. Let's see what he put on here. He ain't post nothing. He ain't post nothing. He good. I need to listen to this. Somebody was talking about Jalen Muir on interview. That's not how they try to do him like Jamarcus Russell. Like, boy.
Come from that program. When you look at those names and you start understanding of who we are from the same spot. Yeah. We all from Louisiana. We all built We all built in the same way in Louisiana, but we built different. But we still got that same mindset of just, I want to show the world how different I am. We just.
Yeah, they got Abdul Carter.
Oh, wow, Jackson Dart. Well, I'm curious to see, like, this dude right here. I think he the one that really said the anonymous stuff. This him? He would be black. They ain't even got it. They ain't even got them up here no more, boy. They don't want you looking at nothing. Appreciate you, my guy. Or my girl, whoever you is. Appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe. Tell your friend about the money, man. You already know, man. We doing this heavy. He is a national scout with the Giants. He probably the one that released it. He the probably one that said anonymous scout. He probably the one. I'm putting 2 and 2 and 3 together, boy. Major surprise. He's ready to find a new team sometime that offseason. He's highly regarded across the league, but they released him. The move is seen as a surprise to many, as the Giants have been having success recently in their recruiting and drafting process. So they ain't giving a real reason why they let them go. So they got to be it. They just didn't want to say nothing. I ain't gonna lie, that 12 do go hard, boy. That 12 do go hard. I gotta get that jersey, and I'm still doing the 50K giveaway. I should have said that while I was live. While I was deep in it. But let me go ahead and get all that, boy. I done been on a long time, boy. But y'all, yo, come back for this. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share it. Tell your friend about the money, man. You already know, but we getting back to it. Appreciate you.
For the moments that matter, Cleveland, we about to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Yeah. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams, and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, they ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's roll. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights. Manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Yeah. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams, and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, they ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Let's roll. Got a chip on my shoulder, they ain't see the vision. Now I'm throwing dimes, cooking up in every division. Every setback had to turn it to precision. Now the city got hope, I'm the one on a mission. From college dreams to the NFL lights, manifested every pass in them cold nights. Now I'm in the land where the underdogs bite. QB1, it's my time, take flight. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city wavy. From Cumberland lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination. Came from the bottom, no handouts, no favors. Built different bread for the moments that matter. Cleveland, we bout to shock the whole world. Explosion back in a full beat. Shedeur to the land, whole city got a plan. Gold jacket dreams, and it started in the land.
You just got a QB like no other. Shedeur Sanders.
It's time. Came out the mud, now I'm stepping in gold. Draft day, call, got the keys to the soul. Land of the dogs, now I'm barking in cold. Ice in my veins and my story been told. Brown and orange dripping heavy on my chain. Legacy rich, but I'm built from the pain. Pocket too clean, ain't touching the frame. Shedeur Sanders, remember the name. Shedeur to the land, yeah, he bout to go crazy. From primetime blood, now the whole city waving. From Colorado lights to the dog pound nation. Shedeur the savior, straight domination.